Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day. Hope you've all had a good weekend. So I wasn't able to stream on Friday. I had a really bad headache again. That's why I wasn't able to stream. And this stream is going to be a half stream. Oops. Because I got some other stuff going on today, so I could only stream until about 3. Yeah, how we proceed in designing the circuits? Because I want circuits. Do these need... You need tin, so I think I could just copy this. So I left last stream. Oh, they require... Okay, they require silver and fiberglass boards. I left this last stream without actually finishing this setup. A second. 4244. Okay, they're the same. Cool. I only need one of these. One, two, three. Oh, so I think up one of them will be enough, but I'll do 2. So one of them needs copper plates, and this one needs silver. You also need glass. Where was that? Where did I see glass? Glass. All right, so okay, so it's copper and silver here. Glass and plastic. Yeah, that should be fine. Then the output for this one. Okay, this one, this line is the output line. Oh, monitor just turned black. So that's the circuit boards. I think I could just copy all of this. I mean, it does make me tempted. Do I actually design that? Do I redesign this so that I can basically expand the transistors and all of this separately? Okay, if that was the case... I mean, it will make this one a lot more simple. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I think it will look a lot nicer. Also, okay, that does actually still contain mortar. Yeah, they'll move it all over there when it's needed. So solder and basic electronic components, they're going to be brought over on a belt. Oh, I forgot to charge my mouse this morning. I was supposed to go to the dentist today, but the appointment got cancelled. And I was going to leave my mouse on charge because it's running low. And because I didn't go to the dentist, I never put it on charge. So now it's on like 5% charge. Wait, why? I don't need to bring resin up here then. So for this one, redesign. Wood, solder, basic electronic components. That's going to make that one really easy. Where's that output? Move that about there. So it's solder, basic electronic components, and transistors. Okay, they're going on the outside. They fall. They're still under a blue belt. Oh yeah, so that's the output. Is there another way? I don't know how that managed to miss all of the undergrounds. So circuit boards and solder. Then basic electronic components, transistors, integrated electronics. but the output should be up there. And are you in the beacon's range? You are not anymore. Okay, hopefully. Yep, they still line up. We're going on the outside, so set these for the inside. What's up with this? That's... I think it's wood. Just so this is a bit cleaner. Okay, so this one, that needed the side loading. I think this is pretty good. So this is as compressed as I can make this. Then I'm going to have basically on the underneath however many assemblers for all of the components I need. And it should also be pretty easy to find out the ratios for this. Like 120, so that's about 3 belts of these two. Right, this is this is messy. Oh, I've disconnected water, haven't I? Yeah, I definitely did. That's running on reserve. Oh, hello, Sauce. Hope you're having a good day. I also hope you had a good weekend. You're fine. So I think this... I want this to be at the end. Doing good. Happy to hear. I'm doing pretty good myself, actually. Oh, you feeling ill? 16th of November? Damn, that's a long time. I hate feeling ill. That's the worst. And my most latest endeavor for not feeling the greatest is I've been having like a sore throat on and off for the like past week. And it's just been really, really grating at me. Right. Oh, your knee injury. That's awful. Knee injury is... Honestly, it might actually be the worst thing. I've never had that myself, but I know that sort of bone aches are not nice. I've had a history with my back, actually. Oh, boy, I just got that banner shot up on my OBS then. The other thing, copper... Tinned copper wires, yeah. Well, I hope your knee does start to feel better soon. Yeah, that sounds really rough. What was basic? Wire, okay. Well, hello, Hubris. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. You've been subbed for 13 months, over a year. It's been a while since I've seen you, Hubris. How are things going for you? Right, there's definitely a missing assembler there. Life happens, that's fair. That is fair. $34. Doing decent. I'm doing good. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that I'm doing pretty good. Oh my god. Which, yeah, that's allowed. Right, and oh, that sounds, yeah, that sounds awful. To prevent a big one. Well, yeah, that sounds awful. I do hope that it starts to mend soon. It's 12. Oh, yeah, that sounds really painful. Yeah, that is rough. So it's about 3-ish. Belts, transistors. 15.6. Should I just be super lazy and just say? Weird. I guess that does line up. Type 5 fracture, which is a breakage on the tibia and the fibula. Yeah, that is a really bad injury. I guess let's copy that 3 times. So I got 3 outputs. 44. Yeah, well, I hope you do start to feel a little bit better soon. Do you have like a cast on it? I would assume you do. And you're not allowed to move or to move your knee. Oh, you can walk and drive now. That's good. That's good that you can walk and drive. Not driving sounds the most painful, actually. I don't really do a lot of walking, but not driving sounds so restrictive. Second week of August. That's good. You are on the mend. Hmm. It's going okay, actually. I'm just trying. Well, one of the main themes for this hubris is I want to try and actually build things with the belts. I don't just want to do everything with the robots. That's the challenge for this. So I do have experience with Bob's mods in the past, but the play style is the thing which I have no experience for. Wait, can I use this mess of inserters? Yeah, so it's not on stream. I haven't played it on stream. Alright, I just need to swap these. These are inputs, that's an output. This is honestly, this is one of the reasons that I love Bob's inserters, and Bob's mods are so fun. So I've never really pushed the inserters as much as you could when playing Bob's mods, and this is fun doing it this way. Like this mess of inserters. So Bob's mods specifically, well, you can imagine it as Greg Tech, but for Factorio. So realistic component crafting for circuits, multiple tiers of machines as you progress further and get access to higher tier materials. It's just really a lot of complexity. Actually, while I'm remembering. Let's just expand this bit. Yeah, that's what Bob's mods is. Or like vanilla. Okay, so Pyanodons. Well, Pyanodons is even worse than this, in my opinion. Well, it depends on how you define worse. Better, if you were comparing it to Greg Tech, that's what Pyanodons does. Yeah, it is. It's even worse. I'm not really a fan of how extreme Pyanodons is. Because it's a bit... it's difficult to describe. It's pushing it further than Greg Tech pushes it, in my opinion. And it becomes just an absolute nightmare. Once again, in my opinion. To be fair, the Space Age, there are a lot of Space Age mods now. They look really cool. And I really wouldn't mind playing that too. A modded Space Age run. I mean, there are loads of Planet mods. Since I played it, when was it? I think it was about this time last year, actually. Right, how much solder? 59, so that's about 2 belts. Factory planner? I've played with Hellmod, that's similar to that. I don't really use Hellmod. I like that name. Yeah, I like the aspect of Factorio of actually working out sort of how to do the production yourself instead of having something do it for you. Oops. And one of the other things which I had a very fun time programming is actually a compatibility mod for Bob's Mods. It's called Bob's Compatibility Mod. It was floating around, of all places, it was floating around, I think, the GTNH Discord, because I got an app mention to do with my name on Discord, and it was basically posted in GTNH's Discord. The link to the mod which I made. Yeah, I wanted to make, because honestly, I'm surprised that no one had actually done it before. All of my, I would say, years with playing with Bob's Mods. I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, all of my time playing with Bob's Mods, I've never seen someone actually make like a compatibility mod or other mods for Bob's Mods. That's how much I've played with it. Alright, that should be nice and clean. Let's get you down. Yeah, I'm quite shocked about what's happened, but I suppose I'm just gonna sort of leave it as it is. With Aditya. Yeah, it pretty much does that. So, like, some of the stuff for these solar towers, if we have a look at the recipes, Bob's compatibility mod is listed there. So it just changes recipes and research entries to make things more compatible. I hope he does come back to Minecraft. Oh, and one of the most, this one was very fun when I was doing this one. Actually, I could pull up the code for you because it's an absolute nightmare. And this is also Lua, so I didn't really have much experience with Lua. I'll go and grab up the code. Well, yeah, it's Open Computers. That comes to mind when anyone says Lua. So it's honestly not that difficult, actually, because I also have experience with programming Java. Like, if you do an if statement, it's an if, then I suppose, like, the argument for it, then, and then it ends with an end. You actually type the argument, so Java is like an and. What's another one? I think or is something like that. Does arguments like that. They're really easy to understand. Yeah, well, it was the crop robot. That was Open Computers, wasn't it? Yeah, this is the biggest compatibility module I've made for the mech armor. And it just checks whether Bob's mods are installed. If certain Bob's mods are installed and certain researchers are there, then it will actually do stuff. Hello, Term. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, Nidus was also Lua. Nidus was very complicated to set up. But yeah, all of this stuff, by the way, all of this lure, that pushes the research behind Mark V armor and Robotics 4 and makes this cost an absurd amount of resources. That's all that module does. I am a bit sad though, because Nidus is now, well, you still can use it, but Nidus, you don't really need to use it because they have the power goggles already implemented. Yeah, compatibility modules, they're fun. You got to think of every outcome for it to actually set them up properly, which is honestly something which I love. Not bad, thanks, love and power goggles. They are good, aren't they, Tom? I've been playing with, I really like watching my vacuum nukes running with the power goggles, because you can watch the graph and the graph will go, it will go green for about 50 seconds, I believe. It will shoot up, then it will go a little bit red as it goes across, and that's when it's running the coolant swap, and then it will shoot up again, and then it will do it again, and then it will just keep repeating like that whenever mine turns on. I am also thinking about playing GTNH again. I'm not quite sure when I actually want to go back to GTNH though. I haven't decided yet. 44, that was 2 belts of this. Yeah, the itch is back. The itch is back. I went on, because I updated to 2.8, I went on, I think Thursday last week in the afternoon, and I just couldn't help myself, so I did some decorating. I really just sort of, I went on there with the purpose of decorating, and decorated where the vacuum nukes were, and I've turned it into, honestly, I love the design which I decided to pick. Right, so wood is an input. That is a lot of solar plates and resin, but mainly wood and solder. I'm gonna flip this. They line up a little bit better. With some screenshots of FTB Skies 2 base. You can judge if the build is decent or not. Are they in? Yeah, I can have a look at them. I mean, I'm still learning sort of the building techniques. One, you're standing right in the way. Right, so solder, and then this is the tinned cable. And how much of that do I need? Okay, well that needs that was 134. I haven't done the next tier of components, which is these ones. 3 inputs, 1 output. Need a second? That's all right. I'll have a look at them as soon as they're ready. 27. How much do I need? 51. Oh, I need to turn. Let me go and turn that off. Where is that hiding? Why can't I see the subscribers channel? Oh, did they get Discord disabled them. Okay, now that is cool. Yeah, I approve of this one. We turn that on. I'm gonna share this. That looks good. The ME controllers. Yeah, it looks really good. Are they energy cells up there? The 2 vein controllers on top. Oh yeah. Are they? That'd be for P2Ps? Yes, they are. Oh, it's the craft. Oh, it's one of them. Yeah, they are some really good screenshots. Do you have shaders on in these? I think you might. It looks like shaders is. No, you don't? Oh, wow. That's weird. They're giving me sort of a shader vibe. Is that a skulk on the ceiling? Just vanity. Oh, that's fair. It is sculpt. Let's disable that. Yeah, they look really cool. It does. It looks very mysterious-y, almost sort of magic-y. Very mystical. That's the word. Yeah, mystical and spacey. Stop. You're trying to place them. So wonky plow lines. Oh yeah, so I reckon I'll swap the rotation of these. Cosmic Frontiers. Pack seems to be shaping up quite nice. I haven't heard of that one. Must be a new one. Yeah, I suppose I could. How do I have the spacing of these? Well, that's curious. That bottom one. So there's always going to be one which doesn't get sped up by the speed beacon. Go there. Pack made. Oh, it's the GT Modern team. Ghostpedia is part of it. A bunch of former GTNH devs have been working on it as well. That's cool. I mean, it's the same for me. When I was playing Money Factory, I helped a little bit with Money Factory development. Right, let's keep that there. Still 37. What was the goal? Like 50? So I need about 2 times. 51. These power lines are so annoying. Alright, I'll get rid of them ones. I suppose this is the fun about designing stuff. Yeah, I did a little bit of stuff on Money Factory. I think it was to do with some of the ores and some of the textures. I vaguely remember that was earlier this year. Thin copper wire, silicon wafers, and plastic. You're all facing the wrong way. I love the bots. I love the bots too. See, building a logistics base now, it just feels like boring. Yeah, that is my own opinion on it. Like, I do want still a logistics bot base for making all of the machines and things like modules, because they're just messy in Bob's mods. But everything else, who doesn't love assemblers like this? I'm just saying, this would make when this is running, this would make a perfect screenshot. I want to witness that. All right, so 6.48. That outputs 12. Takes 10. So 6.33. Oh, it's so close. 69. Nice. Oh, these are unsped. These are no speed. At least for these, but yeah, 96. I flipped that 69 to 96. I guess it would be around the back where the pipes are. It's better. Yeah, exactly. So there's no point in the beacons being this side. I'm feeling a very, very weird design for this. Well, if this lives up to expectations, 6.3. You consume 14. Okay. It consumes more than I was expecting. So 29 here. 58. Okay, they require the next tier of circuit. So how many of these do I need? Right, that's going to be all the way on the limit. I'm going to need a lot of space for this. Why am I not getting any of these modules coming to me? Guess they're just taking the time. Cool, so that is 7.7. Okay, well, let's get the total readout as 58.32. Okay, that is definitely enough production. This is what I'm talking about, cursed inserters, by the way. So I think they could reach. Not sure about that one. Probably. I shouldn't be allowed to do the inserters like this. Yay. I have a design. All right, you. Since they're picking up from here. I need to target. You made a bet on day one. That's good. Yeah, I was going to use belts, but Unless I got all of the outputs equally. Okay, well I've got space, so I guess for this, maybe that's what I do. It overproduces for each section. Okay, that's a better design. So we're gonna output... three. I think that's too... yeah, that's too far. I feel like this is the part which takes the longest. Okay, that should work. So they should equally split onto this belt and then weirdly jump from this belt using the inserters to the outer belt. Okay, well, the only time will tell if this works. What a design this is. Oh, wait for products. That is pretty much. I need to start setting up the actual, like I suppose they're the first materials required for all of this. So let's grab you. So I'm definitely I'm seeing carbon, ferric chloride, glass. I need to write these down. There's so many. Right, actually, let's... So carbon is one of them, not that recipe. That one, glass. Silver. Thin copper. I think lead is for the solder plates. Go for that one. Sulfuric acid. Ferric chloride and plastic. Oh, and then silicon plates. They are in here. Right, and is everything powered? Because everything needs to be powered for all of this to work properly. That is a lot of plastic, by the way. Right, well, let's start with... I'll leave them ones till last. These setups should be easy to do. So 30, I suppose I can expand that. 30. Let's... Oh, that has stopped, hasn't it? I wonder why that stopped. Suppose I better go and investigate that. There should be at least a little trickle. Pass? Oh. Life support again. I think this is one of the downsides of actually having everything done by the logistics bots. I'm slowly transitioning away from it. Like, science production is completely halted because of lack of glass. Which I want to say isn't because it's not in the system, it's because I never actually added it to the old part of the base. Although that's interesting. I guess copper's full. Or not copper, this is tin. $13.5. How many do I need? That is very wasteful for these power lines. How many do I need for about 15? By the way, this is me refusing to use oil products to make wood. I know oil products would definitely have a lot more throughput, but that's also... Wait, no, don't do that. No, undo. I didn't mean to do that. What was that? Oh, it's fine. I mean, okay. They can actually span long enough. How much am I looking at here? 16.5. Seems like temperature is the thing. Oh, this is just completely overkill. I don't need to do this, but I'm going to. Is that in... What is that? All the mods? Oh, Cosmic Frontiers. Frontiers? You have a little bit of a look-see. Alright, let's prime you. You make 15. Let's also double check that. 11, that's fine. I love building an extreme thing. This is the most extreme thing I've built. This much wood production. Right, well, it is going to be a good use for all of this wood. So probably I want to have the furnaces... Have them lined up. I know, about here, let's say. $72. So how much carbon do I need? Only 19. Cosmic Frontiers. I've heard that name before. Oh, you have mentioned it before. Been following it since a long time. I don't know if I actually have that game. I'm gonna go and look that up. If I... Oh no, it's a mod pack. Wait, Cole. Okay, that might actually be a mod pack I need to go and check out, because that does look actually quite cool. Right, so I can run all of the belts required for this under the railway. Also, why do I feel like module production has just stopped? Right, where is it? Okay. That's been stopped for a long time. Technological Journey I've heard of. That was what oh, was it Zai? Zai was playing that TJ2. I think that's what he was playing. Different pack in the making. Just double check that. Still 19. This produces double that, 30. Oh, that's even... Right, that's actually crazy. Right, that's one material made. Well, nearly. Just need to route all the belts. That's how you discovered Cosmic Frontiers. That's cool. It actually looks really like a really fun mod pack to play. And I'm slowly starting to get used to shaders. 4.5. Output's 11. Yeah, I'm slowly getting used to it because of GT&H. It does look really... I love seeing the reflections on all of the Greg Tech machines. Glass... silver is 7 point... or 6.7. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. $12.25. Wait, that's wrong. Okay, let's grab you. You need double the amount. Yeah, that should be enough. Also, I need solder. Okay, we'll worry about that all the way at the top. Because that's going to be a big one. Move them. Copper isn't near enough a full stack of this. Yeah, that output's 22. How much does one of these? I think I made this, I tailored this exactly for, well, nearly a blue belt of input. Oh, that's without... I keep forgetting the speed beacons. Right, and then lead production. Lead. Oh, lead is for the solder. Okay, how many solder plates do I need? 67, so that's about 2 belts. Just merits to run. See you later, Hubris. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so I would imagine that's a ridiculous amount of inputs. $67 is the input. Yeah, so actually, you know what? Solder is rather insane. Oh, I guess. It does not need that. I can work it out how much I need to be inputting. So it's 427. Yeah, this is a part of math which I like. So 67.320. That should be fine. If I divide this by 11, times that by 7, so 42.84 lead is what I need. Oh yeah, that's also for exact ratio, and that's also assuming productivity without productivity. So it's probably going to produce a little bit extra. So if I do 67.32, we'll do this again. 24. Output's 18. I think with productivity, this will produce a lot more. Just double that up. Might actually be able to set up some inputs for this. You actually, oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta be careful with these trains. Whoops. Right, that's all of the inputs for the primary materials. So I'm happy that I've left a little bit of space here because I'm going to need it for the other stuff, which is going to go up here. So I would like to get this one set up. I have no clue if this will fit. Oh yeah, so 6 of these will be enough. Right, shall we... Okay, let's set up the other chemicals. So like fluids. We do actually let's do the items. Okay, so plastic should be easy. How much plastic do I actually need? 50. That could be 2 belts. Try and keep this, I don't know, somewhat symmetrical. Yeah, it will need to split over 2 belts. Yeah, that's so that it's symmetrical. Cool. I dread to think on how much petroleum this will drink. 600 per second. How much can I actually make? Probably like 100. Not even that. It is about 100. Okay, I don't have the petroleum production or the chlorine, so that is going to need to be buffed in the future. Chlorine. I don't have chlorine yet. The chlorine. No, I should have chlorine. Uh-huh. Right. That train just whizzed past. I'd like to see it get low on water now. There you go. That's double the water production. So this can be sort of a temporary connection. I want this to be able to run because circuits are still a shortage. More circuits mean more modules, which make me more circuits, which can make me more modules. Yeah, that should be plastic. If I had the inputs the right way. Well, it's a very small amount of plastic production then. Yeah, no productivity. Right, silicon plates. I need a mountain load of silicon plates for these. Oh, 13. That's not too bad, actually. At that rate, that would be... Two, three. That would be about 12 of these. Yep, 14. That's fine. So that's 3 inputs. There for the middle one. They're also for the middle one. So are you. Cool. The output is going to be from the middle. Then quartz ore and carbon. So I can bring the carbon in from down here. So I just need to worry about, I think it's lime. Calcium chloride. That comes from limestone. I need about the same amount which goes as the output. What's this like if I beacon it? 3.32. $13.3. 14. That might be enough. Then again, that produces 11. Total consumption. Oh, I need 13. Oh, that's 14. Yeah, that will probably be enough. 13.3. If it's a 1-to-1, then 13.3 is so close. That'll also probably be fine. Just need to run spaghetti to all of these connections. Yep, that should be fine. Then you also need limestone. I think that should just, yeah, that should be fine. But the pipes are getting really chaotic there. All right, that's the output for hydrogen. .6. So I need Also, that can be productivities. Okay, I am going to need to design this a little bit better. So I'm going to wait until next stream because I've pretty much run out today. I'm doing half stream today. But that should be the correct ratio. Yeah, I can finish setting this up next stream, whenever that might be. So I shall grab a save. Should we have a look at a raid? There might be someone I can raid to today. Some a little bit earlier. Maybe doesn't look like there is. Everyone streams a little bit later. Oh well, that will be fine. All right then, take care everyone and enjoy the rest of your day. Wrong one.